Howdy folks, future version of Ranger Motor here. Now, presenting back to you guys, for the SkyBlock series that is coming up, it is a Techium mod pack. Um, Due to how everything is going, it might be on some Fridays, maybe that it depends on how the videos portrayed and everything else may do. This is all just right before it all. The first episode drops down for you guys, which will be right after I'm done explaining this for it all. Hopefully, you all are going to be enjoying this little series. I am going to be starting something a little bit different with it, a little bit different styles. Hopefully, then you guys can kind of see with it all. But hope you like the new little setup and strategy I'm going to try to do with it. This is more of a let's watch, not really a let's play. So there is going to be different things that is going to be happening in between of it. This is going to be a 4 chunk style play. I have mapped it out since the last video. Um, like I mapped out the starting platform. So there's that. In the next episode, we're going to be starting on the next quest, and most of my videos are going to be portrayed by doing those quests. They may get longer because depending on how the quest and all rolls, but knocking on wood, it still goes smoothly and everyone else is going to enjoy. By the way, here comes the video. Howdy, folks. Okay. Yep, there, everything. Howdy, folks. Ranger Motor here. Presenting something new and exciting. We're on a mod pack here for Minecraft, not just anyone. This is Techopolis 3. Now, I could have did all the other ones, but I think of this is going to be kind of fun. In this area, I'm just going to do it right now. We're going to be able to... Okay, we should have that. We're going to have those to show us. But I'm going to go to here. I'm going to claim the chunks. And this is as far as the chunks what we need. Are these. Are the only chunks. I do not know what that is way out in the distance. We might check it out to see. But that's it. I just want these 4 chunks because I want to try to do this whole mod pack in at least 4 chunks worth of space. So we're going to do for this. Now, the director of the mod pack, I exactly forget the guy's name. My apologies for that. But I do enjoy the guy's creative thinking with this. So I'm going to break all this down. We do need some of the grass. I do want to end up trying to keep some of this grass. So I need to go down a bit further, and we're going to be right about there. Now I'm going to get for this craft up a table. Like this is random on the tree what we can get. Now of course bone meal is going to be hard to do. We can't really torque in for that. So what we need to do is grab a dirt for it, and I'm going to hit tab. Now it says for welcome to Techopolis 3. You guys can read that if you guys want, or pause the video to find out. But I've done a lot of this on my own already. There's just for that. So we're gonna clear out all these. And now to go through all this, agreeing with all this. We're on the SkyBlock part. Just to let you know, hostile mobs won't spawn, peaceful mobs will. The traveling merchant will not spawn. So it's a great thing for that. We don't have to deal with the hearing all the llamas screaming and that all the time. But since we got that done, now here it is for this one. And we agree with it. We have SkyBlock. Now we need to get some bone meal. But here we need these. And we could pick a different type of sapling. I'm going to go with the gray this time. And we can pick another one. I want to do with oak, because we're going to need it. Now we need to get for these, which is by the collector or by using any type of hammer or a strainer for that. For this, rocks, same way. So now we got all this. Now this is also the guide for Techopolis, for everything for that, which is going to be handy. But since we got this dirt, we put it in our inventory like that, and we get that. Now this goes on to the curio slot, which if we break, now we can break this layer down. The dirt here will drop bone meal and stone. You see? So now I'm going to have to quickly make this a better platform and stuff. So I'll see you all right afterwards. We have almost everything here. I'm just going to go back into here. I'm going to grab these. There we go. We have bone meal. So now we need to make for this. For this grow stick. If we click on usage, bone meal, it does for that. Which we need 2 of these. And there we go. So we got that. Now here, you can create twigs. You can create from that. We did that. So now we need to craft up a stick. Since I never put that in my inventory, it never sensed for that. So now we got planks here. Now just any type of plank. Now, I did that beforehand, so now we just do that. And there. I'm going to be making some tools. God is just one of these to make for that. So we're going to make a really good tool. First, need that. An axe. And that, where we're just going to get 1 log. There we go. Let's make planks while we're at it. So that can be triggered. Take 2 of these, put them like so. Now it doesn't matter on the 3 you put up there. Oh no, it does. But there we go. A multi-tool advancement. It is the best type of multi-tool we can ever ask for. We're going to place like so. Those are planks already. Magenta logs there. And for right now, I am doing this. Of course, I made a mistake. We're going to need to go like that. Now those down arrows will allow us to place underneath the block. I should put that there. That there. Break this because we already have the grass there. Let's break that. And that. We're going to break that. Allow that to fall into the void. I do want to keep some of this dirt. We're just going to do that. I know that was a waste of wood, but we're going to be able to get so much of it back. There, hammer always the bottom because tree faller mod's in here. So that's going to be great. So there we go. We got for these. Get our stone. We already got the crafting table. Of course, we're going to need to make these again. And there's a chest. Luckily, I could just make the chest quickly. There is the other stuff, too. Like, there is another type of thing. But we can also make two. We can make the 4 chest, is what I'm more aiming at for it. All for this. And again, as I did state with Skyward Sword, if you have seen that, if this comes out before it, this is more of a let's watch me play for this, not necessarily a let's play. So, I'm just putting that out right now with it. So we got all these done. This whole area is gonna actually be done. So so when the next episode comes, we're gonna be already on to the second quest area. So we need this stone cutter. That will come in actually handy a lot more often. It will allow us to make stuff that is going to be a little bit different than standard play. For instance, say I put that down, and now I did that. Like, I want to have like different colors a little bit involved with this. So I'm going to put the woodcutter down. I'm going to throw that sapling in. And I'm going to get the black sapling. So we have some darker colors in here. And then now I have different colors and stuff. Now, these trees that are the gray, the magenta, and all that will actually make different colors of wood for us too. For this. So as I go to here, for hitting M on the keyboard, for that, we can then see how far we have to make it. So I'm going to go back to here, or not even that one. We're going to hit for journey map, and show, okay. So we have, everything is by a 1 meter by 1 meter, and 16 chunks. This is already 8, so we need to go another 8 and around for each of these areas, because I only claim these chunks right here. So that's all what we have for this series to go for. I'm not making a huge base. It's just we got all 4 chunks, and then we can build from void level to build height in just that little column area. It's just so everything stays smooth, stays neat, stays tidy, and forces me to kind of build strategically with everything here, right across and all. So we're going to go right to where the 4 chunks are right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be it. We can zoom in here and see on how it's just hit that one edge. And see how we just hit the one edge? That allows us then to know. Oh, if I bring it back to here, we can build here and over here. So yeah, in between of episodes, I will make this bigger. I might even change out the wood type to be other ones. But before of all that, we do need to make these. Now, this is going to take us a while. So I will be cutting out a little bit of stuff. So wood shears, very simple to make. We have enough wood for that. So there. We do need sticks, because what we need to make is a wooden gear, and I made that wrong. Which is that way for it. Of course, we're going to need all the other woods. I'm going to start planting some more saplings down. Don't want that there. Want that over here. There is going to be a bunch of lag spikes because, again, new world, new stuff with it. So, just letting you all know with that now. And see how we have a different color here. Now, if we want that there, I can leave that color there, and we can have bone mill it to make more colors pop up and all. So now we need that. It gets us a way to get dye easier. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So yeah, we got all that. Now here we need to get some leaves. Then we get string. Then we can make a bed. I know it sounds a little bit weird coming from that. But yeah, I'm going to be throwing all that in there. We need that. As I did state, there is forgiving void. Void too. So if we end up falling off, we can make our way back up. I do need to get a lot of these, so we're going to chop down until we get out, I think, about a good round number of 18. There we go. We had 18. I did have a sapling. You know, I'm going to chop down the rest of it and bring you guys back. So here we are with it. So now we do that. There. Should be enough. There. So now we have wool. So there. Do that a few more times. Probably just going to use up all these leaves. There we go with all that. And just making sure for that we have enough there. Got some planks here. And there we go. So all those are done. We can click up here, gather up all the collections for that. So now over to this area, we're going to have to do that. And yes, it says it can mine in a 3x3 area. That's going to make it difficult for this area, so I'm going to have to make a separate space. And do for that. Luckily, we have the 12 planks here. Necessarily, we have this space also here for it. So I'm going to go like that. Goes like so. And there. So I don't muck up on any of this area here. I'm gonna break that here with this to get the other items. So I'm gonna go like so. There. And I thought I lost some stuff there, but no. So we got a lot more of it. That's 17. We won't have exactly enough. Gonna need this. Gonna place it right there. It does say that we're in, well, right now we're in a forest biome, but earlier we were in a savanna biome, which is going to be great and all, because not dealing with all the rain and stuff, that just bugs with it all. For that, and then we're going to go like so, there's 3 of them. We're going to need this. 2 hammers like so, like 2 hammers. 2 sticks like so to make a hammer. There we go. Now to make the stone excavating one, it's the 1 with that and this. Would be like so. Now this will allow us to break the cobblestone down into gravel, sand, you know, like the 3 dust forms. There we go. This one, as you see, you can drop the alert, can also spawn for a lot more other stuff with it. And this one, since we made, we need gravel, we need sand. Now for here, it's all cobblestone. Like that to get an apple. So we're going to do this 5 and see all right afterwards. I get those 2 done. There we go. I collected enough of the cobblestone so that I can do that. Get that. We have that. Now to get the gravel and stuff. Of course, we're going to need both of these hammers and this. Now, I'm just going to try to do it like this. We do have an end up risk of it falling over into the void. I am going to be changing out this wood color, but for right now, I can just quickly get up here, place it over to there. But yeah, a lot of this wood color will be changed for the start of the next episode. I just haven't decided on what color to actually start with. Which I might actually stay with the gray here. I'm a man of simple taste and stuff. I do like the gray much more than all the other ones. So which one has it again? For that, we can usually check here. 3x3 with this one. Okay, that just gave us for that. What makes it easier for us to break. But the one what we want to use is this one actually. Or no, if we just right click with this one. With the one that can mine in a 3x3 area. So now we got gravel. I'm going to do 3 of them. Right click them. And now we got sand. There we go. And don't forget for that. Even though we don't need it right now. Done that. So now we need charcoal. Luckily, we should still have some logs. And the ones I want to do is, well, you know, we can always get more magenta. And I do realize we don't have any more oak leaves, the oak saplings, but we can always get more of that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this as for slabs. We're going to burn that with the 5 saplings and stuff and all that in there. So now we have a charcoal that is done. So there we go. I'm going to hit tab. Grab for that. Mini charcoal. Very simple. Like so. Then do for that. Mini charcoal will burn only one thing at a time. So for instance, we can throw the mini charcoal in there to burn. And that will burn up to the items it needs. Now we got torches. So we're going to click that, and we're going to click that. Our basic one, the dirt one, is now all done. No, for that. So there's that. Now we're not going to do this one. We can, but that's going to get annoying. All those other ones will come in later. Our next one is this, where we need to get stone. So in the next episode, we're going to be doing hot stone. Okay. We already did dirt. So yeah. I thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys like my new cape. That's what you guys see on my back. You guys might know where that's from. If you guys do, comment down below where it's from and what it's supposed to represent. Bet you guys will know with it. This is Ranger on Motor signing out. Peace, y'all.